Hey guys, welcome to the Go Mango Anime Cast. Today we'll be bringing you our review of Boruto Naruto Next Generations, episode 37. I'm your host, Makotoa, and with me today we have...
Strange words, because this is pretty much the only podcast I do anymore. Though we'll see if I join some other ones. It may happen.
Yeah, next season of anime and or toku stuff with Hato Ranger versus Lupin Ranger coming up, so we'll see. But for now, Alex is indisposed, so he can't join us. But hey, this episode, though, we need to review it because I think we're actually getting places in the anime now. We're actually making progress, right? Like 37 episodes in, and they're finally getting.
Yep.
Finally. And even though pretty much a bunch of them are already what did Kakashi say? Was it last episode to Boruto that he was practically already tuning level?
No, he's basically like, you're at the level of tuning. And
yeah,
it's pretty OP. Pretty OP.
Yeah. So I'm glad that they did address the power scaling to some degree in the last episode because holy crud, yeah. They're on a level, or at least some of them are on a level that is way beyond what a freaking academy student should be,
Okay.
at least compared to last
generation. You have three people who are above the cut. Everyone else is kind of just there.
Yeah. All right. But goodness, there's a lot of fun stuff this episode. What were your overall thoughts, Jordan? Or like what was your overall feel?
It was a pretty darn solid episode. Like the first half was kind of just, trying to get the whole team building going on, trying to form a sort of bond between the group, which was, I find it just fine. But in the second half was what was pretty interesting because the fights, despite not being too flashy, they were enjoyable enough.
I did, and I had to say, like, when I tried this review alone earlier, I did say that, like, shoot, these fights were actually surprisingly well crafted. Yeah. Like, I especially loved the one against Konohamaru.
Yeah. That was actually pretty neat.
Yeah, that was very clever. I quite enjoyed that. That reminded me of like the good old days with Naruto fights.
Yeah, where instead of having it just be like, oh man, I'm just going to absolutely obliterate this side of the planet real quick. Instead, they're just trying to outfox their opponent.
Yeah, it was very refreshing.
Yeah.
But at the beginning of the episode, we have Kakashi trying to drill Boruto about how he doesn't have, enough resolve, right?
Yep.
Even if he has some motivation and even skill, like, it's not going to be enough to become what a ninja should be in his eyes. And, by the end of the episode, things seem to be a little different in his mind, but whether or not he was trying to, like, push Boruto or if he really meant it, I'm not entirely sure. I thought that he really meant it at some point, but maybe he was,
I think he meant it to a pretty good degree because Boruto has a really, really comfy life. There's nothing that really drives him, and he just excels without any difficulty at all. So it's just,
that's true.
He doesn't really have any issues, so he lacks anything to just push him forward besides being, just kind of ambivalent. It's like, what? I guess I'll become a ninja.
Yeah, sure. That's right. He's like, I'll figure out what I want to do after I'm a genin. I'll put it off, right? Like, that I remember that from a few episodes ago. Even to the point where, what was it? Kakashi was like, yeah, if you don't break your own arm, you're not getting out of this, right? Let's see, what else do we got? Kakashi revealed that he was spying on him the entire last episode, or was it 2 episodes ago? 2 episodes ago?
Two or more episodes ago. It may have been a little bit more. I'm not sure.
He's like, Boruto's like, you don't know anything about me.
Surprise! I'm actually a cameraman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were some really interesting things that I was surprised about with some smaller minor characters, like the 2 girls. I mean, one of them was a good surprise. One of them was a surprise. And I'm talking about the
Sonic
Wasabi.
Scream or
Okay,
Wasabi being able to heal? Which one
Wasabi
did you not
being
like?
okay, Wasabi being a medical ninja was like, whoa, that's cool. But then also later, Wasabi like whips out a freaking scroll and gains like cat abilities. She's freaking Kiba, except with cats. That was sick. She grew freaking cat ears out of her hoodie.
I don't remember the.
You
Oh,
don't
right.
remember? Like, yeah,
Chakra ears.
it happened very
Right.
quick. Yeah, it happened very quick. But like, I was like, holy crap, this girl's sick, and she has freaking medical jutsu at this point. That was the one I was excited for. The other girl whose name I can't even be bothered to remember. I didn't really like her.
I just
Ninjutsu.
remember as Twin Toes. The only reason I even remember Wasabi is because that name is just kind of
Yeah.
interesting. But yeah, like I feel like she may get some interesting play later on. She might get an actual
Yes.
interesting character.
That would be great. That would be great. But
Uh,
the other girl is not so on board with her. Kind of a crybaby, and so I'm gonna scream and
yeah,
use that
you
as a
know,
power.
there's always potential for development for Naruto characters. Don't worry.
That's true. That's true. Um, I did like the talk that they had as a group when Boruto was feeling down on himself because of the whole thing from Kakashi and
Hmm.
just feeling that kind of pressure that Kakashi was putting on him. But Iwabe especially kind of snapped him out of it, and then the rest of the group kind of was pitching in and saying, "Hey, it's not true, Boruto. My life is better because you were in it, right? Like I would be still at the academy sulking in a corner, or I would be trying to take over the Leaf Village with my evil Ambu plan, or dead, at this point. But like every and it goes back to like I don't remember how many episodes ago this was when I was with you guys reviewing Boruto an episode, but I mentioned that like wow, I didn't actually realize it until now, but Boruto has actually made a difference in some of these kids' lives. Like I kind of was thinking Boruto wasn't doing much and he wasn't making much of a difference, but then it's like, oh right, episode 1, he freaking helped Denki to want to be a ninja. He helped Iwabe, stop being a delinquent or at least try and graduate. And then Sumari, the Ambu daughter kid
Yeah,
from the
Sumari.
root.
Yep.
Yeah. And then even Mitsuki. Mitsuki, I love Mitsuki. He's probably like my favorite character this season or this for Boruto.
Yeah.
Out of the Genin, or now they're Genin, yeah. And but just like listening to all their reasons, it does show that Boruto has made a difference, and in his own way. Because by the end of this episode, when they do get their badges, when they get their headbands,
Hmm.
like think back, how did Naruto get his headband? That was an incredibly different way that Naruto got his headband.
I
Like
do not remember Naruto's headband because that was
that was
probably a solid like 8 or 9 years ago for me.
Iruka Sensei gave it to him
Right.
after they went through that ordeal where like Naruto got sort of manipulated to steal the Forbidden Scroll where he learned the Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Yeah. No, he learned the secret Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Yeah, the one that's real or something.
That uses flesh and blood clones.
So, but yeah, that kind of the fact that Boruto's progression as a character, like they could have easily been like, oh, we're gonna heavily reference this, or we're gonna heavily try and imitate this. No, this is a completely different character with completely different means by which he's becoming a Genin and developing as a ninja. So I'm very refreshed to see that he's becoming his own, his own character. Also thought it was kind of cool that everybody used the freaking transformation jutsu to turn into Boruto's.
Yeah. Didn't work, but it
No,
was
it
a good
didn't
try.
work. I mean, it was kind of like, a distraction to get everybody into position, I suppose, but
Yeah.
that was funny, and interesting. Yeah, I don't know what's I guess like the only other thing I can comment on was that Kakashi got to say his little if you break the rules you're scum, but if you abandon your friends you're worse than scum. So
Hmm.
moral of the story, I guess.
Yeah.
Although I didn't really feel that was the moral of this particular trial until the very end when he said it.
No, I could kind of see, like, okay, the whole focus on friends being important thing, I could kind of see because, like, Naruto goes off on his own and then Kakashi just absolutely destroys him.
That's
kind of
true.
just show it's just like, you can't just do this on your own, even if you are pretty good.
Oh, that's right. And then like the proctors all at one point had some of the kids as hostages or whatever, and they're like,
Yeah.
if they don't come to rescue these guys, then they automatically are gonna fail. Like,
Yep.
So yeah, you're right. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, and then I like the fact that Kakashi's like, yeah, you guys had no chance to get the belt. 0.
Yeah, that wasn't even it. It's like, why did you keep leading us on though? Oh, your formation was just so impressive. I didn't want to stop you. That part too.
Yeah.
I'm kind of gonna miss Shino, but I mean, he got 37 episodes of screen time. I think he can't complain.
I think
He's
I'm
gotten
good.
enough.
I think I'm good with Shino because his character design. I just never felt it. Just no.
Yeah. What I'm really excited for is what's coming next, and that is the formation of the squads.
Oh boy!
I mean, we kind of already know that it's going to be Sarada, Mitsuki, and Boruto, and then like Shikacho, obviously.
No, that's what you think. Watch it be Boruto, Metal Lee, and Denki. Let's go! Let's go!
What are you talking about, man? We've already watched the movie. But at the very I want to see what the other teams are going to be comprised of, and also who their captains are going to be. Right? The Jonin who get to teach them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very interested to see which returning characters we're going to see from this. So.
Now here's where it turns out: no returning characters, all new characters, and they're all terrible. Be the most depressing thing ever.
I really hope not. I really hope we get to see some.
I feel like we'll get a few returning. I feel like there'll be at least 1 or 2 new guys.
Okay. I think Kurenai's daughter might be a good contender because we're already gonna have like Konohamaru.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, she's about the same age.
We'll see.
Yeah. All right, that's all I got to say about it. I think I've said my piece.
Yeah, I think it was a pretty good episode overall.
Indeed.
Yep.
All right. I think that just about does it for us. What did you think of the episode? Comment below.
Yep.
Let us know. Gosh, I can't believe I said that. And but at any rate, like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more from us and our Boruto reviews. We try to get them up weekly. This one's coming out a little bit late because of some technical difficulties, but usually they should be coming out Thursday morning, Wednesday night. But at any rate, social media is in the description if you want to follow us. Other than that, I guess we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.